Alright, what is going on guys? Gino checking back in for another video today. It's currently the 2nd of September, it's a Monday, which means that I'm 1 week into this little mini cutting phase. And I figured it's time to give you guys a little physique update since I told you guys in the last video that losing fat doesn't really take that long to begin with, especially if you have a relatively lean starting point. Losing fat generally doesn't really take that long for me. I already said in the last video that I'm going to be giving myself around 6 to 8 weeks to get to my better starting point for the off season. So I'll show you guys a quick little physique update right here in the mirror. As you can see, I've leaned out pretty well compared to last week's physique update, but that was also in some different lighting. Whenever I start a cutting phase, I lose fat around my abs or water retention pretty quickly, so they're already a little bit more visible, and I've only lost like a little less than 2 kilograms or something, so the rest is eating up pretty nicely as well. So I'm going to be continuing this trend for another like 7 weeks perhaps. This is also some more accurate lighting compared to last week's physique update. Alright, so here's the breakfast of the day. My 100 grams of cream of wheat with 40 grams of whey, 20 grams of cacao powder, 2 bananas, 18 grams of cashew peanut butter and a little bit of Himalayan salt. The legendary Nutella sandwich with 30 grams of Nutella, some morning coffee and some water to get hydrated. Alright, so I've just spent a couple of hours working on a new coaching client, set up his plans in terms of his nutrition and his training. And as I mentioned in the previous video, a lot of you are requesting coaching and I again truly appreciate it. Like I said, just set up a new client and it's time for me to head to the gym. I'm currently going to be making my pre-workout drink, and some of you left a question under my last video still regarding what my pre-workout drink is, and it's very simple. 8 grams of citrulline malate, which increases vasodilation, allowing for more blood to flow through the muscles, which increases the pump that you get during the workout, and it has also been shown to increase your explosive power and your grip strength. And then I just add 4 to 5 grams of creatine monohydrate with some flavoring, because citrulline malate tastes very sour. And then I just drink some black coffee to get my caffeine kick for the workout. Alright, so this past week has been very flexible in terms of my nutrition. On Thursday, Romy and I went to the spa and we ate some good ass sushi afterwards. I didn't really like keep track of the sushi as I did when I was on prep, because then I was very strict. But I kept my flexibility in check and I just ate until I was feeling rather full and satiated, instead of pushing it way too hard and actually feeling sick from all the food. And this is actually one of the first times that I like set a cap for myself. I was talking to Romy and I said, yeah, I know I'm feeling kind of full since it is an all-you-can-eat restaurant, and we just agreed like this is the last round. I'm feeling satiated, and that allowed me to not go way overboard and still eat sushi and get closer to my goal. So that was Thursday. On Saturday we had a birthday party from my girlfriend's family and they had some catering. So there was chicken, hamburgers, potatoes and so forth. So I just kept, again, my flexibility tracked in check, and I just tried to guesstimate and eyeball what the serving size would be for my normal dinner meals that I have set up for myself in my own like meal plan right here. And then on Sunday we went out to dinner with my girlfriend's family again, since her parents were married for 24 years. They had their 24-year anniversary, and went to a restaurant, ate some steak, some gambas pil pil. I don't know if that's the same in English, but they were shrimps in some olive oil or something like that. Ate some bread, and again I just kept in mind that I left some room over for this meal. I had some calories left over, so I just ate until I was feeling satiated, and I still made progress since my weight still went down. And this is not something that I recommend for everyone, since it takes some skill to actually be able to eyeball what you have on your plate and not go overboard. But It's something that you learn a lot from when you're actually tracking macros for a long time. So I do think it's very important to actually be mindful of what you're putting on your plate and not just only looking at the amount of grams that you're seeing on the scale when you have the food on your plate. Like, pay visual attention to what's on your plate, look at the serving sizes, and then try to make a mental note for yourself to actually enable yourself to do the same when you're at a restaurant or at any kind of social event. Trust me, when you get that skill, it makes life and especially cutting a lot easier. And actually more enjoyable as well. So like I said, it's time to head to the gym. I'm in my second week of the training cycle right now. I'm going for 2 to 3 reps in reserve since I'm still experimenting with reps in reserve training for the first time. So I'll see you guys at the gym.
Knock him out. Bye. Look at that ass.
So I'm back home from the gym, time to eat the post-workout meal, which consists of 4 fried eggs, sunny side up of course, with some pepper and some salt. Then I have 3 rice cakes, one with 8 grams of, I'm absolutely unsure about how to call this in English, but apple spread or something like that. And then on the other 2 rice cakes I have 20 grams of light strawberry jelly. Once again, very awesome workout. I'm making progress week by week with my current style of training, which is the reps in reserve method. And I'm in my second week right now, keeping 2 or 3 reps in reserve on every single exercise. And one thing that I've noticed is my recovery in between sessions, and especially after the deload week, is way better. Like, normally I felt pretty beat up like in the second week of training, or even already in the first week of training after the deload, and at the weight training right now, this is the new way to go for me, definitely. And it's now 9 PM and I just shut off my laptop from all the work that I've been doing. The thing is, as an online coach, I have a set check-in day for all of my clients, and that is Monday, so I'm basically behind my laptop all day long, besides my workout and perhaps a walk that I will do in order to actually increase the activity for the day. But for the rest of the day, on Monday, I'm pretty much behind my laptop all day. And that is the thing with being an online coach. You pretty much work an office job. So I'm in my seat right here pretty much all day, but I absolutely love it. Getting the positive and energetic responses from you guys, the questions, the check-in results, and evaluating them together with you, it's an amazing job, to be honest. It's very rewarding. So even though the days might be long, it's yeah, like I said, it's very positive. It's very rewarding. So right now, like I said, it's 9 PM. But head to my girlfriend's house right now, chill out there for the rest of the night, and go to sleep like at around 11:30 or 12 p.m. Also ate my last meal, which was just a tub of skyr, which is a sort of Greek yogurt, together with some mixed frozen berries, and that was pretty much it for the day. So here we are again. This is actually the next day. I would like to thank you all for the positive feedback on my last video, which was the reality of natural bodybuilding, and just going over my current physique and how it is very much different than how it normally is during a lean bulking phase. As I mentioned in that last video, when you get to very low body fat levels and actually get stage ready, it's not something that is particularly healthy for your body. You get a lot of negative hormonal adaptations, testosterone going way downhill, leptin being down here and ghrelin being up here. So you're basically hungry all the time and your body is in a optimized state to add some body fat. Now, again, this was the goal. I just wanted to spread awareness that it's okay to gain some body fat, especially during a bulking phase, and this is different for everyone. Not everyone can stay relatively shredded and still, you know, make some progress during a bulking phase. Some people might be able to do that, but it all comes down to your genetics and your situation. So for me, normally I can stay relatively lean and gain some lean muscle mass, but now that I came off of a bodybuilding prep, bodybuilding show prep, I wasn't able to do that. So the only thing right now for me, or the only choice, is to reset myself, get back to a lower body fat level, not severely low, but just relatively beach lean, if you can call it that. It doesn't really take me that much effort to begin with, but it's very important to just keep in the back of your mind, if you're able to do that, please do not put yourself through hell to maintain such a low level of body fat if you are noticing that you have way too many negative side effects from being at a low body fat. If your sleep is whack, if your libido is downhill, and if your performance sucks in the gym, then just choose to add some body fat. Like if you have a goal, if you have a photo shoot, or you're going to do a competition, or any kind of other thing that requires you to be that lean, then by all means just try to maintain it, but then accept the negative side effects, the negative things that come with being at a very low body fat level. And if you don't have a specific goal, then just choose to add some body fat. Be a little bit looser. The goal shouldn't be to feel crappy and have all of these negative side effects like 100% of the time. There's a time and place for everything. So I wanted to quickly cover that topic since I think it is very important, especially in the fitness industry. And I actually know of a lot of people that struggle with this. So again, just be mindful of your own health. At the end of the day, that's more important than walking around with veins on your abs with no specific goal in mind. The one thing that I've actually covered like 3 times in this video already as well is my current style of training, which is the reps in reserve method. I didn't really train with this style during my entire training career, if you want to call it that, and I'm noticing a lot of positive changes, especially in my recovery in between my sessions. And I might just actually make this a complete topic for another video, like training close to failure versus training with reps in reserve. So if you're interested in that, please let me know in the comments down below, because I would greatly appreciate your opinion on it. And I'm very much liking this style of training at the moment. I can make more progress in between my sessions, not feel like crap all the time, because especially since I started keeping track with the logbook during my training sessions, I was pushing it way too hard, especially keeping like 0 to 1 reps in reserve on all exercises. I was feeling beat up like crazy. So in order to optimize my training, optimize my results and my recovery as well, which is one of the most important aspects to making progress in general, yeah, very much liking it. That is all for this video, guys. I sincerely hope you all enjoyed. If you did, please be sure to smash the like button, because it truly helps out the channel grow. Comment down below and subscribe to the channel for so much more content coming really soon. I'm out, guys, and peace out. See you in the next one.